Good afternoon, Ms. Chandler. I came to you to discuss today sexual orientation or the determining factors of sexual orientation. Now, the argument usually that we heard day in and day out is, are people born gay? Are you born straight? Are you born bisexual? But from research that I've put in my investigation, nature is the determining factor of sexual orientation. Now, on the other end, I will address the other issue of nurture or environmental factors determining your sexual orientation or your experiences throughout your life. But there's no solid proof to determine that your environment or how you're nurtured is the reason for your sexual orientation. Because really, 20 years later, most likely, when you're an adult, you're not going to be asked the question of why are you gay? Why did you turn bisexual? Why are you straight? And you're not going to maybe remember a time where you were 3 years old and you saw someone being gay around you, or unless you were sexually abused, you're not going to be able to give an answer. In the early 1950s, homosexuality was ruled a mental illness. There were multiple studies and tests done on multiple subjects of straight, bisexual men, bisexual women, homosexual men, homosexual women that determined that homosexuality or bisexuality is not a mental illness. But they also could determine, was it strictly an environmental life choice? Was it genetic? And the link they found was most of the time when someone is either homosexual or bisexual, either their mom or dad was bisexual or homosexual, or their auntie, brother, sister, someone that was blood related to them was also bisexual or homosexual. In every case, as stated by bu.edu. That being said, that shows a link between your blood relatives being your blood relative sexual orientation and yours once you become old enough to really explore your sexual orientation. Also, furthermore, there's no way to really suggest that your environment or someone just made a choice to be a certain type of way. It's no one person can tell someone else why they're a certain way. Just off the strength of what the life choices they're telling you they made, or the life experiences they're telling you they had. Because they're not gonna remember everything they went through. They're not gonna remember what happened when they were 2 years old, or 1 years old, or when they were 10 years old and they saw this or this. It's a multitude of situations where they're not going to remember just strictly, or they're just not going to tell somebody because they don't feel comfortable telling that, or exposing themselves to being judged or anything of that nature. But the one thing you can stand on is facts, which is, like I previously stated, in 100% of the cases documented by bud.edu, all those cases, in fact, showed that throughout someone's bloodline or their family tree, if they were homosexual or bisexual, either their parents were, their brother, sister, direct aunties and uncles, or some type of blood relative was also homosexual or bisexual. Homosexuality was taken down from being a mental disorder in 1973. But to be very clear, homosexuality and sexual orientation as a whole is a very complex and hard to grasp concept. Because we can't, like I said previously, we can't really tell someone that their life experiences made them make a choice, because we won't know every life experience they had specifically. We won't know. All we can do is look at data and look at things that link together. Now, I will say, in some cases, from some psychologists say that sexual abuse may push someone to be homosexual or bisexual or straight. Sexual abuse, early sexual abuse when you're a child, before your teen years, things of that nature. But we can't show a direct link in those two factors. But we can show one when it comes to genetics, and genetically we can. Now, I believe that nature plays the biggest role in sexual orientation as of this far, other the information we have. But most of these people's findings have been debated for centuries. But you can't, like I said, argue with facts and numbers. Numbers never lie. People lie, women lie, but numbers never do. Thank you. Good evening. Shit, I got that damn.